Hi everyone, Grade 9 Mathematics, Lesson number 22, Sets. First video. Today our lesson is Sets. Do you know what is meant by a set? A set is a collection of items that can be clearly identified. The items in a set are called its elements, and you know that the curly brackets are used to represent the sets in terms of their elements. First example, set A, even numbers between 0 and 10. When we are representing a set, at first we should put curly brackets and we can write the description within the curly brackets, and we can name it using capital English letter. In here I have named this as the set A. Now you can represent this set as a list of elements. Okay, what are the elements belongs to this set? Even numbers between 0 and 10. So 2, 4, 6 and 8. You can't write 0 and 10 because of why? Here I have given even numbers between. So between means you can't write 0 and 10. Okay, then you should name the set A and you should write all the elements within the curly brackets, and you should put the comma sign to separate the elements. 2 is an element of the set A. Do you agree with me? Yes, no? 2 is an element of the set A. So we can express this using symbols. I have written it in here. 2 is an element, no? To represent is an element, we can use the symbol shown in this slide. Actually, you have done this in grade 8, so I want only to recall your memory. Now we can count the number of elements in this set. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number of elements of the set A is 4. Okay, now we are going to represent this in set notation. It means using the symbols. To represent the number of elements, we should put simple in and then put a pair of parentheses. It means a pair of normal brackets, and within that we should name the set. So I am writing here NA is equals to 4. When you are writing the number of elements, if you put a pair of curly brackets, it's incorrect. Because of why? This is not a set. We are counting the number of elements of the given set and we are writing that value. So in here, no need of putting a pair of curly brackets. Now we'll see the different ways in which a set can be expressed. First type, describing the set using a common characteristic by which the elements can be clearly identified. It means we can write the description about the set within a pair of curly brackets. Second type, writing the elements within curly brackets. Third type is using Venn diagram. Venn diagram means we should draw a closed plane figure. Normally we are drawing a circle or an oval shape, and we should write all the elements within that oval shape. And in here we are not putting the comma signs. And there is no any order. We can write all the elements within the oval shape. And we should name it using capital English letter. And to name this, we can use an arrowhead. And if there are two or more sets to represent using the Venn diagram, we are drawing a rectangle and oval shapes. Now you can see examples for these three types. Set B is equals to prime numbers between 0 and 15. Yeah, it's correct. It has represented in correct manner. It's a set. Why I'm telling it's a set? Because of why? I have put here a pair of curly brackets. If I write this description without putting a pair of curly brackets, then it's not a set. Okay, now I'm going to write the elements within curly brackets. Okay, what are the elements? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. And when I'm writing this as a list of elements, I should put comma to separate the elements. And there is a special thing to remember. When we are writing the list of elements, we are not repeating the same element. It means you can write one element only once. Okay, now I am representing the set using the Venn diagram. Okay, I'm drawing a circle and writing the elements within that 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. I'm naming it as B. Let's go to the topic null sets. Null means nothing. So there is no element in the set. Here you can see the symbol to represent null sets. So it's very clear. The set which has no elements is known as the null set. The number of elements in the null set is 0. Multiples of 5 between 20 and 25. So, what are the multiples of 5 between 20 and 25? Yeah, there is no any multiple of 5 between 20 and 25. So, we can represent it as x is equals to a blank curly bracket. Now here you can see the way of representing it using the symbol. The symbol is to represent x is a null set. How many elements are there in this set? 0, no? So nx is equals to 0. Do the activity number 1. To continue the lesson, you should watch the next video.